Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to use the trip computer on your Garmin eTrex 10 device. So what exactly is a trip computer? It's basically a kind of like what you have in your car. If you go on a trip and you want to record the speed, the average speed, your odometer, other information regarding that trip, that's what the trip computer does. All you're going to do is you're going to go onto your Garmin eTrex 10. It's on the main menu. It's got its own subcategory. You're going to go to Trip Computer, press the toggle to select it. By default, your trip computer should look like this. Now you're going to see some useful information like your elevation, your sunset or sunrise, depending on which event is coming next, your odometer, your speed, max speed, etc. Any one of these things you can change. If you press the menu button over here, it's very similar to the compass feature. If you don't know how to use the compass feature, I've done a video on it in the past, but the compass feature gives you the same thing where you can actually change this layout. If you press the menu, what you're looking at here is what's called a dashboard. If I change the dashboard, I've got a couple different options I can choose from. The recreational one is the default one. You can also choose automotive, stopwatch, small data fields, large data fields, compass, geocaching. So I'm just going to go to automotive. Let's say you're going on a trip and you want to use more of an automotive dashboard. This is what it would look like. Basically the same kind of thing, but instead of the sunrise, sunset, and the sun up here, we're seeing what looks like more of a dashboard. Again, if I click the menu button, I can change the data fields on that dashboard. Now that's a little bit different than the compass feature. In the compass feature, there's certain dashboards that you can't change the fields on, but under the trip computer, you can change them. So if you don't want to have speed, you can simply press the toggle and choose a different field. You can do that on any one of the values down here at the bottom. The values at the top of your dashboard, you're not going to be able to change. So you can choose those values. If you don't want that dashboard, I'll show you one or two other ones. I'm going to do change dashboard. Let's do small data fields. So now instead of seeing a dashboard, you've just got all of these different data fields that you can change from. Pick whatever you want on your computer for your trip. Press the menu button again. You can also use big numbers instead. Now watch what happens when I go to big numbers. Instead of seeing all of those data fields, you're going to see that the data fields have gotten to be less because we've got bigger ones now that are available because of our font size. I'll switch it back to small numbers. You can see the difference. If you press the menu button, you can restore defaults. So I'm going to press that. It just puts it back to the default layout for your trip computer as you get it from Garmin. You can also press the menu. You want to be careful with this one, and you can do a reset. And you can reset all of the values for your trip back down to 0, or you can reset all of your settings. So if you just want to reset one of them, for example, if I just want to clear my current track, I can just simply go to that one value and clear it. Once you're done, you can simply press the back button and get back to your main page. The trip computer will basically keep going until you clear it. I always recommend if you're going in the car, you're going on a trip, maybe you're going out geocaching or something like that, just reset this computer and then start it fresh whenever you're starting a new navigation. As always, I hope the video helps. If you got any questions, post them in the comments. Be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.